Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Now today we are making a video where we are breaking down how much pie you need to be a millionaire. So stay tuned. The first thing we're going to do is actually look at the price point, which guys, this is so interesting because it's up 9%. But if we type in crypto here, all we see is a lot of FUD right now. Over $1 billion wiped in a day. Crypto fear peaks, tariff talk spooks markets, Cato hits 2.8 billion. At the end of the day, we are seeing the biggest crypto collapse so far, and the fear and greed index is at very high levels, which makes me excited when I look at Pi. If we go on Pi on the trading view, at the end of the day, we can see that it's holding up the strongest out of majority of coins. Like Pi, especially just considering how high of market cap is. Just considering how high the market cap is, this is impressive movement. So without further ado, let's really just break down. And as we can see, look, when we zoom out, when we go up here, it's still respecting the upwards trend, which on the 4 hour is always very, very significant. And it symbolizes whether we stay on the uptrend. Right now, respecting those two green lines, I do expect continuation probably to like $2.80, $3. Now, with that being said, how much Pi network do you need to be a millionaire? Now, currently, to be a Pi millionaire, you need to hold around 380,000 Pi, okay? 380,000 Pi, and that will cost you, of course, $1 million, has a value of $1 million. Now, I want to break this down different because, of course, we don't have $1 million to buy Pi right now. If we did, I would suspect you probably won't even be watching this video. But at the end of the day, we have to look at it like in the long term. Because remember, Pi was only just released 7 days ago. So what I did, I put a bunch of sectors or margins where we go from 10x higher value, how much you need to have. If it 10x's, 15x's, 25x's, 40x's, and last but not least 66x's. So we're going to start off because you have to look at it long term. Like, I can't accumulate $1 million worth now, but if it 10x's, that means I only need to invest 100,000. So without further ado, Pi at a 10x higher value equals 150 billion market cap, which will only require 36,000 Pi. So you went from 362,000 Pi to 36,000 Pi, which will cost today $100,000. Some of you might be able to afford it, some of you might not, but we are going down the ramp because that's just a conservative guess. I think we could do more than the 10x. So Pi 15x higher will give the market cap 225 billion, which once again, I do feel like this might be the next Bitcoin of Asia. Real talk. So it will require you to buy 24,000 Pi, which will cost you $68,000. So just picture that. Like with a 15x, you will be a Pi millionaire. If you bought 24,000 Pi today, when it 15x's, you're already a 7-figure investor. Let's go to the next target. Pi at 25x higher with a market cap of 375 billion will require 14,000 Pi coin, which today costs 41,000. Now, before we continue, you have to understand this is all just to do with the dollar value. We are not including the mining rewards or any of that, any of the staking or node holding rewards. You're gonna get airdrops. You're gonna get. This is only including the dollar value of today. If it went to any of these market caps today, this is what you would need to hold it. So bear that in mind. Like, including the rewards, you probably can get to $1 million a lot earlier. So the next target we have is Pi at a 40x, which I feel like is still realistic, giving it a market cap of 600 billion, which you might think that's a lot today because the crypto is getting wrecked. It's only at like 3 trillion or 2 trillion. But when we're looking at the totality of market caps, I feel like crypto could be a 50 to $100 trillion industry. So we have time to accumulate these bad boy tokens, okay? So of course that will require 9,000 Pi for you to be a millionaire, and it will cost $25,000. So if you get a 40x from now and you bought 9,000 Pi, well, you'll be a millionaire at 600 billion market cap, still under $1 trillion. Now, the last but not least, talking of $1 trillion, we have to really talk about a 66x that's going to give you the price point of $1 trillion market cap with the considering circulating supply we have today, okay, which will give you $1 trillion market cap, and you require only 5,484 pi to be a millionaire, which today will cost $15,000. So those are all the realistic price points. Of course, this is on the macro, the long term, because we all are long-term investors. But when I'm just looking at the markets today and the crypto fear and the FUD and the amount of money leaving crypto right now, the bleeding spot Bitcoin ETFs experienced record outflow, bleeding of over 1 billion in one day. I just look at this as opportunities to get into blue chip assets such as Pi on the macro and just keep building and increasing our bag, just knowing that eventually a lot of these tokens will be $20, $30, $100, $300. The volume is just looking so healthy. Like the volume right now is down 13%, but we are still in 2 billion, so we are still over 10% of the market cap to 24-hour volume. Just knowing that in these stormy conditions of crypto, like Bitcoin is at 83,000. Just knowing that in these stormy conditions, it gives me hope to know that this is a good investment, knowing that they are delving into the real world asset realm where you can now actually buy a house with Pi Network. You can also, they're also doing a partnership with a vehicle company which will allow people to buy vehicles with the Pi token, which now makes it technically legal tender like Bitcoin. So just knowing it's going in that direction, and we already have a start of a $1 billion plus market cap. Not only is it $1 billion plus, it's 17 billion. We are at 262. So just knowing that, that's why I had to make this video breaking down how you can become a Pi millionaire, because best believe I do feel like we can have a dip because we've came up so fast. Expect a dip soon, but I still feel like this is the beginning stages. We can see this coin at hundreds of billions in market cap. So I want to say thank you to you guys for subscribing to my channel, liking all these videos, showing your support. It means the world to me. We did surpass 3,000 subscribers, so I appreciate all the subs, all the comments, everything. I'm going to keep making these videos. We're going to keep learning, keep staying disciplined, investing, and focus on what means the most to us, which is freedom. And a part of getting freedom is increasing your finances. So let's stay locked in and keep grinding. I'll see you guys soon with more videos. Peace.